180. Alert. Ready? Check three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Alert.
From the 44, Trubisky. Wright's got him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. K.D. Cannon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. From the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That lady.
Here's Stafford. They're rolling out right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
All right, whoever listening, if you can hear me, leave a comment. And then while I play, I'll try.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just...
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Against Wildcat, I like to play nickel.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Set. Blue 60. 59. I'm here all day.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Receivers on this side.
Here we go.
So, and no corner on this side. So, you know, play running back. I'm going to keep my running back in. Safety.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Hey, Charlie.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
If you're playing over the top,
51. Mike 51.
Here
I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
18. Hey, Steve 6.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
That's one thing I'll never do.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
really just do it based on formations.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. Woods, the intended receiver.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's got some space here. Let's go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
He's crashed. Alert, 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 alert.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll pitch it back.
Come on,
looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On second down, there's the option going left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Forced out to his left. And he's got him. It's caught.
Let's get it.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
All this dude is playing is cover 1.
Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be
65.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. No. Off. Red, up. Hey. High 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
You can't block me. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
59!
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. T.Y. Hilton, 78 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Stafford.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's got his man Hilton. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Hurry. Go.
Now Stafford. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Again, it's Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they have...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Easy. Hey, Zoo.
They snap it to Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on second down, Mitchell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
I know you felt that one.
Set! 180!
Check Mike 54. Mike,
Hey! We own this! 32! 40 got! 40 got!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Moving ahead!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Taking a shot for... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now this throw caught left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They come up in an offset eye.
Get that quarterback!
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They begin with a run by Fournette. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Switch. Watch out.
On second down, here's Fournette. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Check. 32.
To throw is Stafford. Looking deep for Hilton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Weber. He gets away from 1. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, Saints.
They go play action here on first down. Complete to Wright. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. Trump.
To throw is Mitchell. To throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm here all day.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
59!
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Come on, set. Take the flag. Come on. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. It's a set. Pull it. High.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Hill, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. There's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll run, this is Hill, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The end result, 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Mitchell. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he lost the football.
Today's final score, Saints 56, Panthers 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from home. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with. Same packet, nobody.